friends, welcome back to the Turf Shack. I'm going to do an impromptu song share because I am in such a mood today, guys. And so how I am dealing with that is through music. I actually have an entire album that is comprised of songs that I wrote processing anger with the Lord. And, you know, part of it is that the world is ending, so there's that. Actually, yesterday, I was using my machines, like a washing machine and a dryer, and dishwasher all at the same time. And I was like so thankful. But then I was also thinking about how I had just seen on YouTube that they're apparently, well, for one thing, there's like thousands of Americans without utilities because of all these wild storms everywhere. And then I saw something about like rolling blackouts in different places and stuff, and I was like, wow, like society's like legitimately collapsing. Which is, it's not funny, but kind of it's wild. So anyway, then I was just thinking about like historically what it must have felt like for people on the fringes of like different power groups, I guess, that have gotten overthrown. But then, zooming even more back, I was like, this must be such a small thing in comparison to what it felt like for Adam and Eve. Like, to be, and why does it feel like I have no eyelashes? I think because I didn't do my bottoms today. Oh well. But to be in like perfect Eden, and then you just like screw the whole thing up and you ruin it for everybody, but also for your own self, and you have, like, you know what it was like. You know what I'm saying? We have this sort of like physiological collective, if you will, epigenetic perhaps, memory of like what we were made for and how things are supposed to be, but we were born into this wreck. You know what I'm saying? So to have like walked with God in the like just the whole entire presence of God and then jack that up, like come on, bro, that must have been tough. And then now you have to be like outside of Eden, toiling in the ground. So anyway, I was thinking about all of that as I was doing my domestic chores. And it reminded me of a song that I wrote a while ago that I probably shared and then deleted at some point, but I thought I would share it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to potentially play through my unreleased project on processing anger with the Lord. So where is this song that I'm thinking of? It's on The Brilliant Quill. Okay. I played it yesterday, but I hadn't played it in quite some time before then. And as I mentioned, this whole situation is quite impromptu. OG Turf Shack shenanigan type beat. So I don't have enough space for my left. Okay. So this song is called Folding Blue. And I wrote it, like I said, processing those things. The first part of the song is looking at the life of Jonah, who is a prophet in the Old Testament. And I have identified a lot with Jonah in life because I feel like when you're a prophet, a watchman, when you have like a certain personality type that is interested in justice, and you are also somebody who has high attention to detail. So like you see all the many ways things are just out of order all day, every day. I have really had to learn to kind of just like sit with God on a daily basis and just keep it together, which I still don't always do. So here we are. I'm letting you guys in to me seeking the Lord and regulating myself. So this is called Folding Blue. I think I just said that. I'm just gonna play it and then you can hear, hopefully, because I didn't bother to get my mic, but y'all will be okay, I think. Oh yeah, I do have fancy nails, but I cut most of them off, so let's see. Will you trip made me run, folding blue silks through guilty bones. Gentlemen, this is my defiant sin. Throw me overboard, the fury within. The waves will tide, the comic cause my life. Then again, grace loves to forgive. She only wanted to see. I only wanted Eve. Who are we now? Sin between our teeth. Here we are, hiding from the Lord our God, cowering, afraid, uninnocent. The world was ours, and we lost it all. What becomes of men once we have sinned? Here we are, beloved is His faith for us, guilty and condemned in another creature's skin. His blood, His blood we caused wasn't even us. What can wash away that stain of sin? The end. Sorry, my nails did get the best of me.